Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be attempting to fit our Westwood shredder attachment to our Westwood D1200. As you can see here, it's been modified with this 1 horsepower electric motor and a bodge of putting wheels on it. We've been after one of these for quite a while and we got it at our usual local auction. A friend of ours, Paul, has quite a big collection of tractor literature and brochures, and he managed to find this one for Westwood, and he kindly sent us the page. You can see some of the attachments that Westwood made for these tractors, and he kindly zoomed in on the one with the shredder, and you can kind of see how this attaches on the side. This is where it attaches to the tractor, and we're missing the attachment bracket. At first we were thinking of making one, but it looks quite tricky, and on the internet we found a Westwood tractor for sale that had one on. So we contacted the seller and asked them if they could take it off and sell it separately to the tractor. And they did, and this should be it. And if it's not, then that's it for this video. And there it is. And we're not fully sure where on here it's going to mount, but there is a couple of bolt holes down there, and it should mount somewhere around here. As you can see, it has these 2 bolt holes on here, and on further investigation you can see that one's higher than the other one, so we're thinking that goes on this bolt hole and this bolt hole. And then there's a third one on here which is going to have to bolt on in there somewhere, so we're going to need to take off this side panel, which is just on the diesel ones, and then attach it somehow to that engine mount, but it's going to take a bit of work, so we're going to need to put this on the bench. But first, while we have the shredder on the bench, we're going to take off all our bodge job modifications. We've now got the wheels off. We didn't film it because it was very awkward. 2 of the bolts seem to be Imperial 916, and the other 2 were something that we don't have a spanner for. We tried metric, Imperial and Whitworth, so adjustable was needed there. And it wasn't helped by the motor making it very unstable. And also it's a bit disappointing that someone's hacked about the chassis there, and it's the same on the other side. We have the shredder here suspended from the top of the workshop, and we just need to undo this Allen key to release the motor from the shredder. It was quite difficult to get this monster off the shredder, but as you can see we've got it off now, and you can better see how this would go on, like that. But now we're going to have a bit of a clean up and then get the Westwood on the bench. We now have the tractor up on the bench. We've already undone the front bolt, and now I'm just going to unscrew this bolt then we should be able to see behind and get a better view of what's down here to mount it on. Welcome back. We've now got the bracket on, but as soon as we took this side panel off, we noticed quite a few problems. It does mount under this engine mount, which meant we had to lift the entire engine up. And if you come around here, you can see better what the engine mount looks like. We just had to put it under. And to lift the engine up, we also needed to take the pulley off the bottom and to take the PTO lift for the deck off. And it turns out that it probably would have been easier to engine swap the tractor than putting this little bracket on. But now we're just going to start putting things back on. Got everything back together now. We put spacers on the other engine mounts to compensate for the extra height added by this bracket. And the pulley down here was actually very close to the chassis before and it was scraping, so we had to put a spacer on that as well. One thing that isn't going to work though is us having this side panel back on, because yeah, that's meant to mount on there. So we'd need to cut a section out of here, and we're reluctant to do that now. So we're going to leave it off, but it does look a bit weird. We've got the tractor off the bench now, and the shredder is attached. You can see down here how the shredder attaches to this bracket. There's an Allen key here, which as you do it up, it forces the two bits of metal in here to go further apart, locking this into the bracket. Take this off quickly. Now you may have spotted there's no belt on there, and that's because we've searched through our belts and we can't find one that's actually going to fit on there. So therefore we're stuck. So if there's anyone that may know what size the belt is or has a parts manual for one of these shredders, could you please let us know? But I guess that's it for this video, and there should be a part 2 whenever we get a belt, and hopefully this will be running. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video and see our other videos. More to follow as we do more on this tractor. Bye.